I have so much stuff here in my office that I have yet to list. And now that I'm venturing away from my 8-hour job day, I gotta I gotta knock this out. Recently, I've been doing some shopping. First one was from Ross. Also got this jacket, Carhartt jacket. Carhartt is in more than Flynn nowadays, mostly because of their canvas style jackets, which I keep an eye out for. This jacket, retail price, I think it's around 80, and I ended up getting it for, where's the price tag? I think it's on the inside. At Ross, also for 30. I got this for myself, but this is one of those brands and many other items that you may have that you could rock yourself and use. You could still make money off of it and still get the value out of it from wearing it yourself throughout time, as long as you take care of it. So this jacket is mine. This bag right here, I was really excited about. There's a local brand here in Vegas called Civilian, and I like their style. One that introduced it to me was a guy from the family who is no longer in the family, and I got this for $4. It seems to be in near new condition. Look at that. So if you're interested in anything that I show you, you could check out my stuff at the link below on eBay, or personally just reach out to me, and we could send each other a Zelle payment. Calvin Harris, good name. Look at this condition of this hat, really good. And I have tons of hats. Excess I am very familiar with, very familiar with, and I haven't said why, but maybe in the future I will. This one was half price, so $3. And excess stuff, Win Las Vegas stuff, this local club it's really good. I sell their t-shirts, their hats pretty much often. Another name here that I got from Ross. Just about everything that I get from this logo, Snap-on, I do really good and reselling for a pretty good profit, because I try to do my best to get them for a good cost of purchase. And this is also half price. Green is the color of the week, so I got this for $3. It'll probably sell for around $20 plus shipping. And for as light as that is, the more you have logos and stuff, usually does better in reselling. For this bag, I ended up paying $28. Originally, it was around $42, but because of the half price items, it went down. First two items I came across in Ross yesterday was this jeans right here, $9.99. And I've come across this brand probably around 3 or 4 times, and I've never had an issue reselling them. Looking at this label right here, you're like, what label is that? It's no brand, it's not worth anything. And that's the misconception of knowing and not knowing what you know. And right here on the inside should be UB221. Also tells you the type, tapered and selvaged. Cotton, size 32. With pants, I always get the measurements of it. And I've said this in past videos, so if you want to catch up on what I've done in the past, by all means do it. Now, it looks like the color on this is really heavy, really deep, and some people may think it's really bad. On the camera, it picks up a lot more of things to yourself until on the other side of the monitor. And this right here, if you don't know, it's a button fly. I always measure from the midsection, bottom of the crotch, up to the top of the waist. That'll get you the rise of the jeans, which some people do ask for. And if you sell enough jeans throughout time, you're gonna ask what the leg inseam is for the middle of the crotch down to the bottom of the leg hole. And some people do ask for this measurement right here, from this side to this side. And this right here, this type of sewn seam, inseam, outer seam, that is selvage. But just because you see this style does not mean it's selvage, but more than likely it will be. The touch and feel of these pants are very stiff. It's not loose, It's not opening up, it's not falling. And just by holding it, you can see these are really good pants. And the name of this, without having a brand, is unbranded. You could look these up yourself and keep an eye out for some thick fill pants. And look at these logos. These are good bread and butter, as people say, items to look out for. And if you're not into jeans, at least know what selvage jeans are. So with these I got for $9.99, and they should fetch me anywhere from around $45 to possibly even $70 if I'm willing to wait it out. This smell like another dog tip? There's no hair on there. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Now another brand, which was right next to this one, in the same aisle, is Momotaro. This is a really good label to look out for. It's rare to come across some white patterns on here. This is also a salvaged type jean, and these go for way more. Also got these for $9.99. But be on the lookout. Make sure you do your research of whatchamacallit, of the labels. Compare them with other ones. Make sure you don't just see something that pleases your eyes for some good money and then have to deal with a customer who says that they're fakes. So I've never seen this before. Maybe it means something, maybe it don't, but it says soak. So I'll look up this, but I'm hoping this ends up getting me anywhere from $150 and up dollars for these $10 pants that I bought. We'll see. Again, really good label to be looking out for. You're not always gonna have pants that are perfect, like right here, but it happens. And that's the way they sell them. Sometimes that's actual personal touch, as well as that one that's over there. It was kind of sewn the same way. Untuck It shirt. This is probably the second or third time I've come across this brand. They could sell for a really good price and some not so much. Got this for $6. Saw a couple of prices of this exact style for it being used, and they were selling from 15 to 25 bucks. Now 15 is not what I'm going for. I'm actually going to shoot for around $30 plus shipping, and it is in brand new condition. One thing I will say when it comes to taking off these labels, do not get impatient. Make sure to cut this off, preventing any larger holes than what it has. That way you prevent any large holes from this piercing of that little plastic, because there's been some items where I've ruined being impatient and yanking out that little plastic tag and costing me the value of an item, which the whole point is not to ruin what you have and get less for it. You want as much as you can from your items. And for me, leaving my job, I have about a week left. I need to make up as much money as I can from my job and make it up in my reselling, graphic designs, and apparel. And it'll all come together in time. So when you feel overwhelmed, people, your bills and your life and your goals are your own. It would be awesome to make $4,000 a month in profit. I've gotten there before, and hopefully I could do that again soon, but just a lot faster. So Duluth, come across several jacket of Duluth before. I always come across pants. The pants sell very fast. This jacket is in near new condition. I cannot find it online, but in the condition that it's in, I'm hoping to get anywhere from $40 and up dollars for this plus shipping. This may be able to fit inside a padded flat rate envelope. Do your best. My advice with shipping is that you do your best to make a reasonable price. If it could fit inside a padded flat rate envelope, that'll be awesome, because it will be $8 shipping, making it more appealing to a customer. And if not, put inside a medium flat rate box. But you could also do the measurements and description and calculate shipping to see whatever the customer may want to pay for the shipping for your item. So some of you may be thinking tips all over the items. People may be allergic. Tip is a multi-poo hypoallergenic. More items. Got this Justin leather belt, old school. I don't know how much this flag buckle is really worth, but what I was going for was actually the belt itself, and hoping to get around anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. I might push it at 35. I'll see what this code comes up to, see if it actually breaks down and people look for that. But this belt is in really good condition, and it's been a while since I bought a belt. But just by looking at it, the belt itself, you could tell from it that it's not too bad. It's actually really good. You always want to look along the sides of the belt to see if there's any fray, any cracking, but this leather is really healthy. And what I'll do in a minute is see what the measurement is of the actual leather belt. So I'll just measure it from that end of the leather to that end there. Want to chew on it? It's not a chew toy tip. Another item right here from Ross. This one's $6. Really good name. Magpul Industries. I think this is the second time I've come across this pant, and it is in brand new condition. You may be seeing wrinkles and saying, oh, that's not brand new condition. If you could see it in person, you'd be saying something different. I do always look at the bottom of the leg openings to see if there's any fray, any wear on the inside, because the outside could look really, really good. And then you open up the inside and you can see where it might have just been dragging along, rubbing along boots or shoes that may be offsetting color and transferring over to the garment. Always check zippers, pockets, buttons. If you feel anything in the pocket, just be careful not to poke yourself. And these should bring me in, how much did I pay for these? Yeah, $6. I think these will bring me in around $30, maybe a little bit more. So check what else we got. So this was on the bottom of the bag. I was curious about this, as in to use it for my wall decor, office decor, put it up somewhere. It's really thick and really heavy. I don't know if I could fit it inside a padded flat rate envelope, but I couldn't find it online. And the name of this, I should take this off right away before that adhesive sticks to the material, which is one thing to be careful for when you're doing this, is because sometimes these stickers could really ruin items, especially it being on fabric like this. Rep de Beauté. And the name of this is Cat Face. But on the bottom of it has Warren James Co. WJ Warren James Co. So don't know how much this goes for. Don't know if Tip's happy with that we got another pet in the house. But at least this one we don't have to take outside to potty or feed. I don't think Tip's feeling it. Oh. So some of the things that I get are not for resale right away. This one is a t-shirt that I bought. This was half price 2 weeks ago. Purple is in color, I believe. If not, I did pay $2 or $3 for this. This is a LuLaRoe shirt. And actually, I'm not wearing it now, but I have found a lot of LuLaRoe shirts that are great. Even though they're females, they fit well on me. Me being a guy, is the extended type shirts. And I want to add some of my own flair on it for people to rock, or myself. And I've been having people lately asking me a lot for some shirts in my style. They want me to start getting back to what I used to do with the graphic designs and apparel. So this would be one of them. This would be added to one of them after I wash it. And this over here are actually part of what I want to do with shirts like that. Add my own twist on it, make my own apparel, add my own designs. And what I'm doing here is not just saying, hey, this is brand new items. These are brand new remade type garments. So that way they don't just go to waste. I add my own twist on them, my own concepts, design my own apparel, and possibly, and in the future, add to embroidery or customs cut and sew and transfers using this little puppy right here as well. So they're all ideas, they're all concepts, but I want to start putting them together. Here is another shirt. And for items for branding like this that sticks around a lot, for branding, for rebranded shirts, which all shirts are pretty much made by a manufacturer and then somebody just throws their style on, or they actually go above and beyond, paying a lot more money to design shirts from a custom scratchbook, sketch, print, sewn type thing, and then they add their own logo. So I want to do the same thing. This was half price for $1.50, and things like this I'll add things that match it in my eyes, and then list it up when I have a website going, hopefully soon. It's a brand new ink shirt. Something else is brand new here with tags. See, this is one of 2 shirts that I came across. I think this is from out in Jamaica, if I remember correctly from our research. Has some Asian style writing. I got this for $1.50. My wife's calling me, stand by. I'm trying to get away from t-shirts, but me being out in Hawaii as long as I was, I have a hard time not feeling like it's my duty to support people with the Aloha background influence, Aloha Kingdom. And this is a, as you see, it doesn't have their own label, but we all start somewhere, and obviously that's where I'm starting again. And keyword is, again, we used to have a clothing brand, then it went under because our place got broken into. Camera gear and other things I've mentioned before got stolen, and it took years to get back to where we are now. Now I have even more stuff that now I have more things that I didn't have before. I just need to start getting my butt in gear and doing it. So this shirt may or may not sell, but I'm okay with that, because if I wear it myself, I get to represent this brand and share their name with others, and hopefully it leads them to this name. Is that I enjoy supporting others. I don't do it to say, hey, support these people, but support me too. I just do it just because. That's just the way I roll. This shirt also $1.50. This is a limited edition Billabong style shirt with the man himself, Bob Marley, who has had an influence for decades over people. And with Bob Marley's clothing brand and it being combined with Billabong, I think this would get me, and it's really good condition. Excellent condition, I would say. This would probably get me anywhere from $15 to $20. Strength Cartel. This is brand new, size small. Another fitness brand. Got this for half price, $3. Hoping to get around anywhere from $20 to $40 for this. And this may be right at £1. So it may have to go, for, let's see, flat rate shipping. Nope, right under £1. So I put like $4 or $5 shipping for this first class. I think it had the tags on it. Other than that sticker, I think it had. It's in there somewhere. Here's the back side. Strength Cartel. Another Aloha Kingdom t-shirt. These are brand new. Onipa'a Steadfast. Also half price. $1.50. Different style shirt, all style. very popular for our starting brands coming out, like them and myself and many others. What else do we got? We got quite a bit of stuff, people. Hope you're enjoying what I'm coming across. As other people say, let me know in the comments below. This is the first time I come across some beer mat, beer mat or bar mats. I've come across taps before and scored on them from garage sales, which I hope to be going more into when I'm actually working from home and get a stay at home. And hopefully that I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to succeed working from home, spending more time at home, doing me, and helping others who have the same vision and want my take on stuff with my graphic designs or apparel, and follow me along my journey throughout these videos. I don't think this dive-in deep Eddie vodka is very much, and I think the Stollies is actually going to be a little bit more. I'm going to try to pair these up and use for flat rate shipping, and use a padded flat rate envelope of say $7.85, and hopefully they sell for around $30. I rarely buy this brand because I bought them before, and some I've sat on, some I haven't. And these are ultras. Interior is really good, and these on average are selling for $40, but for the condition of these being the way they are, is near excellent condition. I'm going to try my luck at like $45 to $50. I just need some Goo Gun, which is that stuff right there, to just rub on there and clean it off. Last bag right here. I've had this for a few days. Got this yesterday or day before yesterday morning. This is a Forge t-shirt. Forge is pretty good. It's like one of them tactical fitness style mix of apparel. Got it for half price. Got it yesterday. Got this shirt yesterday for $1.50. Or day before yesterday, Saturday, because the new color is blue, I believe. So this is a woman's shirt, but I'm seeing it that it could also be a guy's shirt. Some people just like to be a different style design. So what I'll do is cut out these, which most females do anyways. I think it's to hold on to something. Oh, that's my wife. But if you ever see those, more than likely it's a female style shirt. There's another one. Easy cutout. It's not going to ruin the shirt. Zara Main, I believe, or Zara Collection. Good brand. I also got this for $1.50. And I plan on just putting some designs on here, on the pocket, and possibly the back. I like the way the back is styled. It has a center cut and sew down the center, which gives it a nice little touch. Nice color on here too. Blind. Right here, this one's going for around $20. Got it for $3. Might be over a pound. It could actually go first class, if you can see that. 8.1 ounces. And hopefully it sells. Now this one I was surprised by how much they sell for, or how much people are listing them for. It's a black tag, which are usually low price. Got the Star Wars. This is brand new condition. Does have a little folding in there because it's been in the bag, and that happens, but I could probably get around. The other person has theirs listed for around $30. I'll put mine at $30 with free shipping. Not just one, there's two. This one I think is going to bring in less. It does have a little keychain type thing, also for $3. And I could probably get around 15 to $20 for that one. Small profits are okay, as long as there's profits. Got this glove. It's a really good condition from Rawlings. You're going to want to look at the number on the inside to help figure out the number code for it, the style, SS13W. And there's going to be a right-hand throw, meaning that you put it on your left-hand throw with your right hand. And what you want to do with these is measure the top up here, run the measurement down along the leather, inside of the curve, down to the edge. But usually, sometimes they also have it on the inside of what the inches are. Maybe it's right there. 13 inch. It's right there. Putting my finger. 13 inch. So that helps. There's always information everywhere. You just have to be looking for it. Here's another one. It's a little dusty, but I could wipe it off. Got this for $4. 14 inch. And that'll be easy cleanup. Now, there are some gloves that I do have that have not sold yet. And I took them off of eBay. But I'll get them back listed. Especially because of the summer. I should have them listed already. But sometimes things happen. Don't know how much this one goes for. But the quality of this and the feel and the look for 99 cents. I went all in. All in for 99 cents. I've sold some dinosaurs before. I think it's Bronchiosaurus. I think that's what this is. Information's on the bottom, which is good. Usually I have them on the bottom. See if we can zoom in here. Usually what I do is I take a picture and then I'll zoom in or expand the photo to read this stuff. And I've sold some of these for like 20, 30 bucks for buying them for $1 or $2. And with this one, this is probably the most high quality one I've come across. So I figured I'd take a chance. Also, it's pretty cool. Let's have it looking outside. Like it's having a moment. So funny. I'm gonna say adios to my job. Put in my 2 weeks notice. Last day is gonna be the 19th. And with that, I know I need to get my budding gear to do what I used to do often. I have a Go along with my mini of Goes and listing stuff. And 2 items sold within minutes of listing them. First is gonna be this Daiwa reel. This sold for, total cost for this is gonna be $26.25. I did put a shipping fee of $5.25. It's gonna go first class. I did the weight. I got the weight of this before listing it, or while I was listing it. And the item sold for $21. Not bad. I sold it for about $5 more than what other people had theirs listed for. There's a handful of these listed. Minutes after I listed this before the reel, this Rawlings glove. A lot of times there's going to be some numbers on here. That's the code or style for it. And it also has 14 inch right underneath of the glove. I checked the condition inside and out. And checking inside and out, I saw that there was some wear right here on the inside. And I mentioned that inside the description, pretty much saying like, look at the last photo for the damage found on the inside of the strap. This is typical because it's a typical area to find damage, and it doesn't do anything from your performance or performance use of the glove with the player or the glove. And hopefully they saw that and don't complain about it. So glove is easy unlabeled inside a Pedic lightweight envelope. And with the reel, all I did was get some bubble wrap, folded it in half, wrapped it up. Right here, this is 9.5 ounces as is, as packaged. And what I'm gonna do now is get some leftover cardboard that I have, some scratch cardboard. Doesn't have to look pretty. When you pack an item, you're gonna be like, there's such a thing as overdoing something times 10. It will happen, and you're just gonna say, it got to go, I ain't touching it no more, bro. I'm glad to be back, I'll tell you that. Once again, thank you for your support and all that I do. It helps me keep going. Now, I got these teal bags on Amazon, about 100 of them, and it is really thin. Really thin. Stuff sometimes it doesn't feel as good as you want it to, but it doesn't feel like quality, you know? It feels like cheap. And when you get an item and it sells for very little, you still don't want it feeling cheap. You want to receive an item and feel like there's value off the bat from the moment you see something to the moment you get it in your hands and you're like, yep, I'm glad I made this choice, and not like, damn, I really don't need this, I'm not happy with it. Even if they don't ask for a refund, you just want to discourage people from purchasing more stuff, especially on eBay. All that we do on here sets a tone for repeat buys on eBay. So that's always in the back of my head too. So not bad, nothing crazy. It doesn't have to be perfectly like a square. It doesn't have to be like a perfect rectangle or square, as long as it gets the job done. And the taping did help the presentation of this a little bit. My wife, hopefully the background music isn't gonna give me any dings. It's 11 ounces. I'm gonna put 12. This is how I measure my items now, rather than before. I used to do this. I used to get an item and be like, well, it's about right here, and I'm gonna put it over here and say it's 6 inches, rather than be more as close as possible without going over. This is like right at 6, but there's some peaks, so I'm just gonna put 7, 5, 7, 5. It's gonna be about the same, 7, 5, 5. So this sold for $21 and shipping costs of $5.25, but it actually came out with the weight and dimensions that I just mentioned, $4.20. I've done really good reselling clothes, which is why I tend to stick to it more than anything. I do look at stuff like electronics, obviously sporting goods, but apparel is my go-to here. Being here in Vegas, there's so much of it, and I come across good items that I profit from them, because since 2016, since I started eBay, I've really built up this educational background of items that it's really fast for me. The more you do stuff, the more sufficient you become and fluid, and going through these stores, departments, garage sales, and retail stores, looking for items that you could profit from. So I hope that my video helped you learn some new stuff about some names, some possibly ideas of what you could do too if you are into apparel. So stick around. I have a lot more stuff. I have collections of things that I build up here in my office and in my head that I try to share out as much as I can, but I could only do one thing at a time proficiently, and doing my best not to get tangled up and overwhelmed in so many different ideas. So what I've learned to do is write them down and go through them, but making them be towards my same goal and just being successful. And right now, finances is one of the big ones, because I am leaving my job. I'm going to do my best to succeed at home